Hello, this is a bit weird. So the other day, this super specific memory hit me. Remember in the cinema that weirdly peppy, kind of jazzy music that always played before the trailers? Yeah, that. It lived in my brain rent-free for years. Back then, it felt exclusive. You could only hear it in one place, behind a screen, after paying real money for access. Fast forward to today, I just Googled it. Boom. There it was. And I think that right there, that break in the illusion of mystery is part of why cinemas are kind of going the way of the dinosaurs. And obviously, people have fancy TVs and surround sound now, blah, blah, blah. But most setups are still no match for a proper cinema. But the real reason we're ditching cinema isn't technical. It's in our heads. Maybe the backs of our heads. Because it's happening without us even realizing. These days, we get media spoon-fed into our eyeballs all day long. One scroll and bam, there's a trailer, there's a clip, the first 8 minutes of a movie. Why make a journey? Why buy a ticket? Why sit with strangers? Why arguably do less with your precious time when one way or another, that same movie's just gonna show up in your phone soon anyway? We're used to choosing our media constantly. I'll watch this clip, I'll skip that ad, I'll like this post, there you go. Then you go to the cinema and suddenly you can't do that anymore. No skipping, no likes, no quick dopamine hits. It's just you and the screen. That's not part of our routine anymore. That feels like work in comparison. Back in the day, and yes, I'm going to sound ancient here, studios had to be more creative in order to reach us. I'm talking sticker albums, trading cards, Happy Meal toys, weird promotional tie-ins. Okay, those still exist today. It made the movie feel more like a myth. The big kahuna could only be gotten in the theatre. Everything else, just imitative echoes of it. The CD soundtrack is a taste. Magazine special is a tease. The cinema, well, that was the temple where it all came together. Now, you get whole chunks of the movie coming up uninvited on your social apps before it's even out. And then you never see it again. It's just another fleeting image in the everyday scroll soup. And it has no value because the content is broadcast in the same devalued way, set beside video of people in their cars eating a burger. And that, my friends, is the digital economy. It gives you everything, all the time, and somehow makes it all feel like nothing. This is both the blessing and the curse. We consume so much micro content that we forget how to sit and engage with macro content. You know, actual movies. Because let's be honest, we're all a bit screen fatigued. You watch so much random stuff while multitasking, doing something else like cooking or waiting in line. Your brain's like, yeah, you don't need another 2 hours of another screen, we're full. And that's a bit weird, right? Because the stuff that should matter, the big, bold, culture-defining films, is what people are choosing to skip out on. Because they don't think they have the time when they're actually too busy watching things like this. That's how burnt out we are. And when you get served up a clip from a film and it's either a meme or quote that's soon over, or it's something where you're often not in the right place to even watch it. So you think, I'll get to this when I feel like it. But because we've trained ourselves to expect our algorithm to supply us with what comes next, that pretty soon there won't be a break where we think, yeah, now's the time to go drive to the big screen. So if nothing else, let this be your friendly reminder to make active choices with whatever you watch. And when you do, watch it properly, because that's what gives media meaning. Not the infinite access, but having the space and the effort to really look and think about what it's trying to tell you. So that's all from me. Like the video if you agree. Subscribe to A Bit Weird for more like this next time. And until then, maybe consider catching a movie on the big screen.